Today we're going to be using the stocking cap method to lay down our wig, and I'm going to be using the stocking cap that's a little bit darker than the beige color, but I do prefer the beige color over the brown color. So after we lay our edges down, I'm going to take the cap and place it on my head and bring the band onto my eyebrows, and then I'm going to take the Got2b gel in the black container, and I'm gonna take it around my hairline. And you want to make sure you're not doing it in a straight line, so it can't be in a straight line. It has to be in the same direction your hairline goes. So after you let it dry, you're gonna take a pair of scissors. I'm gonna start by cutting it in the center. I'm gonna cut from ear to ear, so I always go down the right side first, and then you cut some around your ear and push the cap back behind your ear. So once you have that extra cap cut off, you're going to take the Got2b glue and you're going to work on gelling down the remaining edges. And you just want to press it down flat. And then you're going to blow dry it with a blow dryer. And make sure that everything is nice and flat. And if you need to cut any extra off, go ahead and cut any extra off. So now I'm going to take my foundation and I'm going to place that over the front part of the cap where I know my wig is going to lay. Yes, condom head. So now my wig is on, and you just want to make sure that everything is lined up properly before you pin back your hair. You want to make sure all extra hairs and flyaways and edges are pinned all the way up, because you don't want to get any adhesive on it. Alright, so you're going to slide the wig back and grab your adhesive. I'm using the Ghost Bond XL, and I'm going to apply very thin layers on top of one another. So you want to put the first layer down, and then you're going to smooth it out flatly from ear to ear. You want to make sure you're smoothing it out very flat. You don't want it to like build up and be thick. You want to apply a very thin layer and smooth it out all the way. My voice sounds like crap. So once that's completely dry, you're going to add your second layer. This time I'm adding a smaller amount than the first time, and I'm going to do the same thing, smoothing it out the same exact way. This is the third and last layer, so I'm going to put an even smaller amount than the first two times, and I'm going to smooth it out all the way until just about dry. Alright, now it's time to slide your wig down. I'm going to start with one side first and secure the side down. Try not to use your fingers, because the heat from your finger is gonna mess with the adhesive. So try to use like a comb or a hairpin or something other than your fingers to press it down and seal it down. now I'm just taking the back of my baby hair comb and I'm pressing the lace down onto the cap, just making sure that everything is melting and gelling together. And I'm also securing my ends down, making sure those ends are secure down, because that's the first thing that's going to start to rise up. So now I'm taking some alcohol on my finger and just going around my hairline to make sure any excess adhesive is off of my head. So I've combed some baby hairs down and I'm using a razor to thin and cut the baby hairs. Now I'm taking some setting foam, wrapping foam, and I'm kind of just playing and seeing how I want my baby hairs, where I want my baby hairs, getting an idea. I like a significant amount of baby hairs because I naturally have a lot of baby hairs, so you know, to me it looks normal. You don't have to do as many baby hairs as I do, but the foam just lets you see like how your baby hairs are gonna look without you gelling it down first. So now I'm parting the hair. This is a side part. Well, I'm doing a side part, so I'm just reparting the hair because the part got lost. And I'm gonna show you how I set my part. I start first by spraying with water, but I'm actually spraying my whole head because I need to tame these curls. But I spray my part with water, the front of my hair with water, and then I take my wrapping lotion and apply it to the front part of my head. So we're starting with that side first, and I'm just combing it through and making sure that all the hairs are laying flat in that direction. And now for the rest of my hair, I'm taking my Organics, I think it's called, brands. I'm gonna put it right here. This is the coconut water cream, curl cream. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, and then I'm gonna set the other side of the part as well, doing the same method with the foam and water. Alright, so what I've gone ahead and done is taken some gel, and I went over my edges and not reset it. I went over my edges and set it down using the gel. So now I'm taking a benzene or whatever, and I'm gonna wrap that around my head and let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before I take the scarf off. So my scarf is off, everything looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna take a hot curling wand and I'm gonna go ahead around the front of my unit, and I'm gonna flatten that out. This is what the hair looks like dry. This is what the frontal is looking like. It's looking nice and flat. The frontal is snatched, the frontal is laid. What happened? Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.